y'all. Hey, so I am coming on to just share with you some information. Okay, so some people know, some people may not know that back in about 2021, I started a earring line called Unique Ear. And it was just created during the time of the pandemic. I actually was tutoring at the time and winded up fixing a pair of earrings. And during the process of me fixing a pair of earrings, I fell in love with that process and winded up creating my own uh, ear line, hand painted wooden accessories that are, in my opinion, Holy Spirit inspired. And because of the times that we were in during that season, I found that it wasn't as lucrative of an occupation as I would have desired it to be. Meaning, I had a lot of passion and desire to be creative in that way. However, I still had a mortgage to pay, car note, bills, a lot of things were piling up, and it just didn't appear at the time that that occupation that I established for myself was lucrative. And here we are about 4 years later, almost 5 years later, and I have recently resigned from my job. And I'm going back to the things that really bring me joy and allow me to be creative and just have an outlet of expression that is well needed in a time like this. And with that being said, I thought that it was important for you all to see that there are a lot of pieces that I have created literally that are like one sided or that I did not complete. I didn't put the nooks and the crannies in it. So I am devoting my time to finishing these pieces. Like, for an example, this has the glaze and it's a design on one side, but the other side is completely bare. So a lot of times I would pick up um, my earrings and I would start creating, and I would create a lot just to release and get energy out. But I did not complete the project. So like I have a full bag here that has a whole bunch of earrings in it that I have to go through and complete. I have a little bit in this bag as well. And then I have some that are around the house in different containers that I need to actually go back and finish. And so I could just hear God saying, finish what you started. And so here we are, almost 5 years later, and I am motivating myself and encouraging myself to get back into another craft that I admire, which is creating hand painted wooden accessories. All right, y'all. Now, don't judge me. I know I have on a robe right now, and the reason is because for the vibe check today, I want y'all to know that I am calm, cool, comfortable, and collected. Okay. Okay. So that's why I got on my robe. All right. Let's delve into today's episode. I got these dope pieces right here that I am about to add some glaze to. In addition to me adding glaze to these pieces, I am going to also go back and complete what I started. So I would just share that with anybody out there that if there is something that you have not completed, and you sense that there is a cycle of repetition that is happening time and time again, I implore you to go back to that thing that brings you joy. Go back to that thing that makes your heart beat in a way that is indescribable, and start there and see where it takes you. I am allowing myself to be enamored by God's greatness and really praying that He ushers in His presence into my experience like never before, so that I can share my artwork with the world. This is just one facet of art that I am creating, and we'll get into some other facets later. But I just thought that it was really, really monumental for me to just document this process for you to see. Like, I got a lot of stuff that I need to go ahead and complete. And I believe that when I look inward, then I have the ability to see myself where I desire to go and go there. We have everything, and we hear these statements time and time again that we have everything that we need within us to succeed, and it's true, but only true if we believe it. And a lot of times I spent a lot of my energy throughout the years helping other people succeed, helping other organizations excel. And I really was, in many cases, abused in those environments. And I see the capabilities that I have, I see the power and the authority that I house. And it is important for me to take that power back, take that authority back, and tap into my own creativity and allow God to use me in whatever way He deems fit during this process. So I just wanted to share. I'm going to tap out so that I can tag into adding glaze to these pieces. And I will keep you all uh, updated on the process. With everything that I do, I love to make sure that I am prepared, okay? Whether I'm creating ear art or creating choreography, I love to make sure that I am prepared. So what we have here, we have my spatula, we have tape on the sides where tape needs to be for the earrings so that the glaze doesn't seep through. We have the cups for the glaze. We have the mask. Since we're dealing with chemicals today, I want to make sure that I'm not inhaling any of those chemicals that I will be using to add the glaze to the earrings. And then we also have the gloves. I want to make sure that I have gloves on my skin so that the chemicals do not touch my skin. And then up here, I also have my lighter so that I can get the bubbles out of the glaze as I go ahead and add that to each pair of earrings. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is get started on my glaze mixture. Okay. Yes, preparation is key. What's really important about this is that the glaze cures really quickly. So you want to make sure that not only do you have everything squared away and prepared for your process, you want to make sure that you apply it quickly. So back here, I already have some pieces that have the glaze on it already. So I'm going to go ahead and add this. This is the back side of one of my pieces. It's identical to that piece right here. Boom, boom. And what I'm going to do is when I add the glaze, I want to make sure that my earring posts are close, which they are. I'm not going to show that. It's off camera right now. But my earring posts are closed so that when the glaze actually starts to cure, I can go ahead and add my earring post ASAP so that it gets applied quickly before the glaze cures completely. Okay? All right, let's get started. Looking for simplistic, effective skincare, minimalist yet beautiful lipsticks and glosses? Check out esteemmatters.com. We also have beard care for men, great stocking stuffers and gifts for this season and beyond. What makes you happy? What motivates you to get up every day and continue the pursuit towards your promise? For me, I have always loved helping people, but I've learned through the years that it is really pivotal to learn how to be discerning of who you were sent to help, and when that season is over, the importance of transitioning swiftly and strategically with divine intentions. Simultaneously, it is also monumental to recognize those individuals you were not meant to guide, teach, or connect with. Do you love rocking abstract divine colors that accent your unique style? At Unique Ear, our hand-painted wooden earrings are uniquely crafted with you in mind. Visit www.uniqueear.store today for your personalized ear art. Deciphering the two could result in paramount consequences if not followed wisely. As it pertains to my artistry, I am a creative that loves to create. I started dancing at the age of 5, and I learned very quickly that I have the power to turn anything into gold that I touch, as long as my heart's posture is aligned with the Most High and my motives are pure. I've prayed that God would bless me, that I may be a blessing to others, and it has played out in my life on more than one occasion. during seasons of growth, I wasn't aware that I should also pray for protection from those that had ulterior motives, those that would view my kindness as a form of weakness and misuse my abilities for their gain. I thank God for growth and grace. Those moments sealed in time afforded me the privilege of learning myself and uncovering the need to set boundaries. This key component is necessary for anyone that desires to be of value added in the lives of others. Knowing that you have something that someone else needs and you are the only one that can give it to them. But the when, the where, the how, and the why should not, I repeat, should not be dictated by others, but rather developed and orchestrated by you, the Creator. So, yes, I'm going back to the things I love and completing what I started, mainly to give life to areas that were dormant for me. Know that creativity isn't just an outlet, it is a way of life that I choose to navigate in order to gain access to my freedom. Think on these things and get this affirmation in your spirit and lay it on your heart and let it marinate in your mind. I am. I am free. I am the essence of all creation, and I have the power to manifest my heart's desires. Today, I unlock the door to my creativity and I release it into the universe. Everything I've worked for is in the palm of my hand. Love the music banging in your ear with each episode? Be sure to message Life's Essence directly at life'sessence@protonmail.com for inquiries on how to acquire the dopest music that represents your brand. I give myself permission to embrace all of me, my uniqueness, my independence, my willingness to create and give birth to life. Everything I touch is blessed. I am loved because I love. I am healed because I heal. I am rich because I use my riches as a means to bless others. I am Psalms 1, a tree planted by the rivers of water who brings forth fruit in my season. My leaves shall not wither, and whatever I do, whatever I do shall prosper. As I pray without ceasing, I pray the same for you, that you shall prosper in all that you do. And your key to finding deliverance is going back to the thing that brings you joy, that makes you happy, that brings about your peace. It is time for you to step out on faith and take that leap and share your creativity with the world. And it is so. Now, periodically, what I also like to do is come back to check on them every now and then, the earrings that is, just to make sure that there's no extra debris or anything like that that lands on the glaze, because it's nothing like working on a project and then you come back like a day later to look at it and then you see that there's dog hair or debris. And when I had a dog, that used to be an issue. I would come back and I'd be like, oh my goodness, Rhythm's hair is on my earrings. And so, of course, I couldn't sell those. So again, one of the things that I absolutely love to do is just making sure that I have the time to work on the project. And then when I do work on it after adding glaze, just coming back periodically to check to make sure that there's no extra debris or anything like that that may have gotten on the glaze, whether it's hair strands or any dust or anything that could be floating around in the environment. In addition to that, getting out any remaining bubbles that might be in there utilizing the lighter. So there you go. So I can't wait until these cure, and the next step would be to do the second side if there's another side that has to be done. And then after that, I go around the edges and I paint around the edges and then add glaze to the edges as well. For an example, is the earrings that you see that are in my ears, they need to be wiped off a little bit, but other than the fact that they need to be wiped off, the glaze is around the whole thing. Okay, so we don't just get one side, we get all three sides. It's a three-dimensional process over here. So there you go. And here we are. The glaze has been added. The only ones that I did not get a chance to do were the African pieces. They're over there looking a little sad. However, with the amount of glaze that I created or mixed together, I was able to make 8 pair of earrings or utilize it on 8 pair. Okay, so there you go. There's the glaze. Now we just wait till it cures. And then these navy ones, we got to come back and add the post to them. Okay, and that's my take. Hey, y'all, hey. Do these words that part from my lips resonate with you? Our goal is to impact, empower, motivate, and inspire our OBU tribe to take action and implement change in your lives. Wherever you are in your journey, you too have something of value to offer the world. Become a part of our OBU tribe and be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit that notification button to get first dibs on the jewels we drop. And remember that you have everything you need to succeed. See yourselves where you want to be and go there.